Going live.
And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym into Crypto, episode 651. Today is Monday, February 1st, 2021, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's top stories. MGM Winklevoss twins to make movie about Reddit's GameStop investors taking on Wall Street. XRP price gains 86% after Wall Street bets. Crypto Wing says pump it. And along with that, Ripple demands to know why Ether isn't as security as XRP defense gets desperate. Traders, influencers licked their wounds after vicious Dogecoin dump. Elon Musk says he's a supporter of Bitcoin, thinks it will get broad acceptance in finance. Cointelegraph announces the top 100 notable people on blockchain 2021. And digital art project sells out $10 million in NFTs in 4 days. But first and foremost, what is going on with those prices over there?
Oh, yeah. So it's an interesting day for prices. We're seeing a mixture of green and red. For most coins who have had a big pump, you're starting to see that definitely change, which we'll discuss more in a second. But Bitcoin is at $33,463, up 0.33%. Ethereum at $1,311 is down 1.4%. Ripple at 42 cents is down 4% after a big push this weekend. Stellar at 31 cents is up 1.68%. Chainlink at $21 is down 3.4%. Litecoin at $128 is down 0.28%. Dogecoin, which we'll talk about in a second, is at 4 cents, actually up 44%. And last but not least, EOS at $298 is up 2.5%. So again, a mixture of green and red. A lot of coins that saw a lot of growth are starting to pull back now. And some other coins still just meddling around at their same price. So nothing much happening. A lot of chop in the markets right now.
Who out here getting that $1,467 maker is what I want to know.
Whew, man.
Well, not Bitcoin, not Ethereum. Let me get some of that maker.
Let me get some of that
maker on that top shelf back there. Are you seeing any comments? No one's coming in the comments of mine for some reason. Are you seeing anybody?
Nah.
Oh, well, we'll figure that out. Un momento. But again, MGM, I mean, that's very strange, though, to be fair.
Yeah. Looks like we're getting shadow banned.
We get the shadow ban. It's official again. All right, MGM Winklevoss twins to make movie about Reddit's GameStop investors taking on Wall Street. What's going on there?
Oh, yeah. So it looks as though Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer is set to make a movie telling the week-old story of a group of retail investors from social media platform Reddit who took on the financial might of Wall Street. The movie's proposed name is The Anti-Social Network, from New York Times bestseller Ben Mesrick. If you remember Ben Mesrick, he wrote the book Bitcoin Billionaires, featuring Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss. And of course, Winklevoss Pictures was founded by these two entrepreneurs, and they will executive produce the film. Aaron Ryder, who produced Arrival, and Donnie Darko have been selected to produce the new movie. And they have signed a first look film deal with MGM. So it should be interesting to see. I mean, 1 week of trading and they get a movie out of it. And somehow Bitcoin's been around 12 years and we still haven't got a good movie deal on the table. So looks as though this is shaking up a few people and that they could make some money based off the GameStop, Nokia, and AMC short squeeze from last week.
Nice. I want to give a shout out actually to the Winklevoss twins too. I can't remember which media outlet they went on last week. But they went on some media outlet. I felt that they were kind of, I mean, I get the interviewer's point. They were kind of being attacked where it was that whole, they were like trying to explain what was going on. The Robinhood, GameStop, and they were like, hey, it's either regulators we need to hold accountable or the companies, whatever. And the guy was like, name a regulator. Like, name a regulator. What did that one regulator do? Like, name a name and tell me what they did. I'm like, okay, so that's what I'm glad I actually saw that interview, so I know what to be prepared for some interviews. It's like, that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Like, and it's crazy seeing that. It's like, we all know to keep up with what every regulator is doing, what every politician is doing. That's a job in of itself, even though it shouldn't be. So I want to give a shout out to the Gemini twins for standing strong with that. And again, I think they ended asking like one of the Gemini twins, what was Robinhood or something doing, and he ended it with the mic drop. Like, I think that's a question you should be posing to them instead you're posing it to us. So shout out to the Gemini twins. Again, they were the media was going after them last week, so I want to make sure they got the community support still.
Oh yeah.
All right. I think the shadow ban is definitely affected. This is the
Oh
first
yeah.
day bro,
This is the
the
first time
first day we
ever
haven't had
past.
comments in 3 years. Like this
Yeah.
is super strange right now. It
Oh
does
yeah.
say we are streaming live. There is no
Yeah.
one to say hello to. I'm looking at my I'm gonna look at my email to see if we receive. I got the notification. I don't know what's going on. Who knows what is
Yeah,
going
I tried to post something in there. It said error. Try again. So I think we are getting a little
on?
bit
Is
of a
it
ban
official,
here.
man?
Official
Hey,
ban on the chat. All
we
right.
made it.
We made it.
All right, XRP price gains 86% after Wall Street bets. Crypto Wing says pump it. Um, you know, before we talk about that pump, well, actually, yeah, let's talk about the pump first. XRP price rallied 86% as members of a Reddit-based investing group shifted their focus from Dogecoin. You know what? We might as well actually cover these two stories at once. So if you were trading over the weekend, essentially what happened is on a lot of exchanges, as well as a lot of wallets looking at you, Exodus, you could no longer buy Dogecoin. You could only sell it. It was the
Yeah.
same thing that we saw happen with GameStop, like literally the same place. So again, I asked the question. I begged on Friday, or I asked on Friday, or I said I wasn't sure, or I said I wasn't sure if it was a Exodus thing or was it a Dogecoin system thing. I think I found my answer after this weekend. I saw messages go out from Exodus saying that it has limited the buying of Dogecoin for specifically United States customers.
No.
I thought you were a wallet. I thought anyone can go and do what was supposed to be a cross-atomic swap, but instead it looks like they're actually just a centralized exchange that you can, I guess, have your wallet with some of your keys on, but also technically they still control it and it's connected to the internet. Remember, I mentioned that you can use Apple Pay to buy stuff on Exodus now. Again, this isn't looking like a secure wallet to me. I'm like getting off of it this week and I'm transferring everything back over to the treasury.
Yeah.
But with the price of the Ripple pump, the Dogecoin dump, I don't think there was a real Dogecoin dump. I mean, granted, is it being overbought right now or oversold or excuse me, overbought? Yes, like the price is inflated. However, the pump wasn't over. The pump, that was my thing. The pump wasn't over, and we're seeing evidence of that today. Everyone thought it was over. I was trading it. It wasn't over. You couldn't buy it. You could only sell it. And that was scaring the hell out of people. For, of course, you know, that new people, weekends, they're seeing the price go down, and all you can do is sell, and you can't buy anymore. They kept selling. And then today, Monday comes around, or yesterday, where some of the exchanges finally allowed you to buy it back now, and now everybody's buying. We see the price reflecting that. It's like, I don't think there was a necessarily Dogecoin dump. I think people are trying to move their money out of Dogecoin into something else just in case it kept dropping. And again, it was only dropping because exchanges like Exodus, was supposed to be a wallet, limited the buys. And again, I can't believe it happened like that.
Oh man. Well, again, exchanges may not have what they say they have. Not your keys, not your cheese, baby. Make sure you move it off.
Yeah. And speaking of Ripple, it looks like what XRP's legal woes may place a damper on the rally. Again, of course, XRP has been going after by the SEC and everything, but it looks like they went toward the SEC. They filed a Freedom of Information request, a FOIA request, for those who know, with the SEC seeking documents pertaining to Ethereum co-founders. The company is demanding to know why Ether isn't considered a security and said that the government body, quote, clearly picked two winners and ignored a growing and robust industry that's much larger than Bitcoin and Ether. Now, my thing is, your legal case is already in trouble when you got to be like, what about them? All right. You think the government don't want Ethereum too? Here's the biggest difference between Ethereum and XRP for those who don't know. It isn't whether it's a security or not, or whether it's this or not, whatever. It's Ripple decided to align themselves with banks and institutions, and Ethereum decided to align themselves with the president of one of the largest countries on the planet, who's an oligarch in himself. So like, that's really the difference. One is like, oh, we hope to use banks, and the other one's like, we have nuclear weapons, and we like this guy. Like, that's why it's not security. Do you need me to tell you that cut and dry, like black and white?
Yeah, but also too, the snitching part of it is what's getting me. It's like, this is just like Nino Brown when he went to court and he was like, hey, he was the head of the whole organization. He ran everything. That's the brother right there. Hey, if I'm going down, everybody going down. Hey, Ripple, take it down a notch. Just because you look like you're going to lose your case, don't start Don't pull a Shaq and start snitching on Kobe, or don't pull a Kobe, start snitching on Shaq. Whatever, don't do that. That's literally the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing, Ripple. You should be proving your case, not trying to pull Ethereum into it. Ethereum may have their own issues, but don't you be the reason why. Don't be the snitch. What, they already handed you the cigarette and coffee, and they was like, "So, what do you think?" They got y'all in less than 48 hours, y'all.
Hey. He said, I want that the Big Mac with the can you get bacon on that too, please? Okay, good. Exactly. With the investigator in there with Vitalik Buterin in the other room, he was like, yeah, he said with the bacon, it's just like you like it, right?
Exactly. And then like Weebay,
like The Wire, exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
Let me get extra horseradish on it. But yeah, I mean, this story is hilarious because Ripple is basically just saying, hey, what about them over there? So the quote here is so hilarious. The SEC has clearly picked two winners and ignored a growing and robust industry that is much larger than Bitcoin and Ether. In addition to discovery, we will seek directly in the lawsuit. We filed a Freedom of Information Act request for more information about how the SEC determined the status of Ether as a non-security. Here's the funny thing. The SEC never said it wasn't a security. There was one representative from the SEC from the last administration who was at a conference who said most likely Ethereum isn't a security. That people took it and ran with it. SEC has never officially said it's not. The problem is Ripple, you're under investigation. That's the worst thing you can do as a big brother. If I'm getting a whooping, the worst thing I can do is say, hey, but they did it too. That is the biggest whole move of all time. So Ripple, don't worry about Ethereum. They can handle on their own. But yes, Ripple, you have your own issues to solve. This is hilarious.
And this is why this is a scary thing in the market, because this is what's going to happen. If they start taking them down, they're going to be like, hold on. Let me give you this information on so and so and so, right? And it's one of those things where it doesn't have anything to do with them, like you said. But again, this is a scary part. I think they will use this as their argument. If it goes to court, if it goes to trial, I can see it. They're like, hey, no, if you're going to take us down, you're going to have to take them down. You're going to have to sacrifice this entire market if you all want to make that decision. So I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. But that was definitely a weak move by Ripple. I mean, look, nobody said nothing. Y'all was giving out money on Elon, and Brad became the wealthiest person on the planet for 10 minutes. Literally, no one said anything about that. You could have cashed out there. You decided to stay in the project.
And we predicted there would be at least one more Ripple pump. Like at least one more. There it goes. I'm pretty sure that was it.
There it is. I will say about these comments, this is quite strange. I mean, 1,000 people on Friday, and I can't see a single comment today.
I can't comment. I can't comment myself.
You can't see anything still?
I can't comment. Like I'm trying to comment on it. I can't do anything.
Let me see. Error. Check. I'm gonna put in check. I can comment.
All they're doing is making us infamous because we hit an all-time high for watchers. Let's go.
We did hit an all-time high for watchers. Listen, it's funny you say that because I was looking at the subscriber count, like the price of Bitcoin. I was like, all right, it's 2017 again. We did say that. We have 50.
There we go.
5,200 people. It's working. Oh, it's working for me now. What just happened?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You can't pause it on us like that for Black History Month. Come on.
Oh, man. That's how they say. Oh, yeah. Happy. I don't. You know me. I don't celebrate Black History Month. Every day is a Black History Day to me.
Oh yeah. I celebrate Black Future Month, baby.
There we go. What's going on, Alec G? Logic Spirit. Thanks for the tip. Vitalik was telling first on Twitter. Hey. So look, that is true. But listen. We got to be fair about this. Vitalik has told a lot of stuff, which is why old boy in Russia got his back now. He like, you no longer need to tell anyone else anything else but me. Like, But the thing why Vitalik he started off in this business is 17 years old, 18 years old. He's working on the computer, man. He's not out here. So it's one of those things where I can expect him to do certain things, and that's one of them. All right. So I'm not blaming Vitalik for anything, right? This man is still learning the ways of the world. He's only 24 years old right now. That's a little different than Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse trying to take over the entire financial market of the planet. When it doesn't go right, then they're like, oh, well, hold on real quick. What's up, Leroy Flores, Brian Smith, Blues Lover, PFC Wells, Chastity Decentralized, KB New York, Rashawn Green, Zuri, Candace, Blues. Oh, all the comments did just load in. All right, we don't know what was going on. That was
weird.
First time ever happened. Ice Cold Crypto, the diversified hustler. First time I ever saw that name. Good morning. Fred Brandon. Hello. All right. Elon Musk says he's a supporter of Bitcoin and thinks it will get broad acceptance in finance.
Oh,
Shout
yeah.
out to Elon. There we go.
Oh,
Look,
yeah, Elon.
I gave him you missed it Friday. I gave Elon Musk a lackluster welcome since I felt that I greatly appreciated and I understood he did have to come into the Bitcoin space at his own pace since he does have a country following him. I understand that, but I still had to give him a hard time since he took so long. So tell me what happened with Elon Musk over the weekend.
Oh, yeah. So one thing I want to point out is Elon has taken all this time to talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about the time period it took. It took me to have a debate, Bitcoin versus Tesla, last week. And then a week later, Elon gets into Bitcoin. I'm sticking with that story. There's nothing you can tell me. I'm pretty sure that was the reason. Let's go, gentlemen of crypto, influencing billionaires out here. But last night, Elon Musk was on Clubhouse, and he actually mentioned Bitcoin. People were speculating about what he would say. Neuralink, when he talked about, his cars, a new model. He talked about a few things, but he actually did discuss Bitcoin. He actually stated that Bitcoin is on the verge of seeing broader acceptance by finance. And he also stated that if he, sorry, and he also stated that if he would have been earlier, it would have been better. But he says, I am late to the party, but I am a supporter of Bitcoin. So great to see from Elon. He put Bitcoin in his bio, like a lot of people are doing now, like Jack, like a few other people. So yes, it is sort of weird to hear billionaires pushing Bitcoin now, simply because it took so long. But Elon Musk, as soon as he tweeted about it, price went up 14% in 30 minutes. So if he continues it and he at some point says, hey, we're putting Bitcoin on Tesla's, public treasury, I mean, Bitcoin could pump the holy hell. So shout out to Elon. He didn't speak much. A lot of other people did, but it was good to hear that the richest man in the world mentioned Bitcoin. And it seems as though we were right all along.
Yeah, shout out to Elon Musk again. I did give him that hard time initially because, like I said, he was late to the party, I feel like. But shout out to him for admitting it. Like that, I don't understand why that's so wrong. You see everybody, you see other billionaires, you see banks, you see governments around the world. Elon Musk can even say, hey, guys, I was late to the party, but I showed up. You know what I mean? Like he's still coming through. So it's not a problem. I don't understand why all these other banks and governments, instead of just saying, hey, we were late to the party, they're coming in trying to hijack and switch an entire narrative. So that doesn't make sense to me. But again, shout out to Elon Musk for being forthright on this one. Also want to talk about, he mentioned, of course, Dogecoin. Occasionally I make jokes about Dogecoin, but they are really just meant to be jokes. Musk said Sunday Dogecoin was made as a joke to make fun of cryptocurrencies. It is no longer a joke. And it's real. I mean, 4 cents is like, the dollar thing is going to happen. I predicted the dollar thing was going to happen because I said once you get to 4 or 5 cents, people are just looking at that nickel price, hoping it gets to 50 cents, and then it's taking off from there one day. So it remains to be seen. But I also wanted to point out how Elon mentioned that he doesn't talk. What he said, I got to watch what I say here because many of the things he can say can really move the market. Many friends of mine have tried to convince me to get involved in Bitcoin for a long time. So again, it's pretty cool that he also was like, hey, I can't say what I want to say all the time. I can move an entire market. Well, move markets, Elon. Move them away, my man, to the moon, all right?
Exactly. You want to send off a spaceship, send off the Bitcoin spaceship.
There we go. But again, seriously, shout out to Elon for again, being another outspoken billionaire.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And more coming. I don't want to look at the comments real quick. Somebody, Hendrix, he says, I'm confused on why people are selling Bitcoin to the Black community when it's currently valued at 30K. How can middle class possibly make wealth like that? Promote other altcoins. So, Hendrix, a few things there. First things first, we've been here for 4 years. I've been here for 8. You are late to the party. Sorry, you missed it. We've been talking about it for almost a decade now. Second thing, 30K is the price of one Bitcoin. You can buy Satoshis. It's divisible. You can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. I bought $1 worth of Bitcoin on Cash App today just to make a video to show people how easy it is. Third thing, sorry. How can middle class make wealth like that? Because if you don't put it in Bitcoin or if you don't put it in a preservation, you're constantly losing it to inflation. So Hendrix, you are a little late to the party. Don't want to discourage you, but we've been here and we are not pushing Bitcoin all of a sudden. Anybody in the chat can tell you we've been here for years, buddy. And honestly, we're not pushing it. We don't need you, Hendrix. We don't need anybody. More for us. We're just doing this because we want to help people who want to be helped. So thank you for that comment. But yeah, a little misguided, my brother.
We might need to get back to our original talking point. I know a lot of people are new here, so you may have never heard our original talking points, but one of our very many original talking points is that if you notice, we do the show earlier now because Bitcoin's days on the East Coast, but normally we wouldn't do the show till 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. East Coast. And we always used to say, since we are doing a free show, it should be clear to you, we do not need to do this every day, people. We want to do this. We love talking about crypto to you. This is what we do with each other in the morning. We can get on the phone, talk crypto for 30 minutes. We say, why not just show the public? We talking. That's why we talk the same way we talk. But with all that being said, no, there's no need to scam people on this side of the fence. There's no need to misdirect or anything. And as far as I'm seeing a lot of questions about the price of Bitcoin. Again, people, two things. I mentioned it already last week. If you haven't even read the white paper, you shouldn't be talking about the price of Bitcoin. And then also, if you understand the project, you would not be so worried about the price of Bitcoin. So you're talking about a $30,000 pricing. 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. It does not equals $30,000 or $40,000. It equals 1 Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
You won't want to exchange that 1 Bitcoin. If it becomes worth $500,000, $1 million, you won't want to change it for cash anymore, people. So
exactly, that's the point.
Bitcoin as being Bitcoin itself and not into the financial or the regular market. So shout out to our warriors. Yeah, we got 132 on. Looks like make sure you smash that like and share. Again, Hendrix is saying that's not a great answer.
He said, I know he was like, how can you make it by a fraction of a Bitcoin? Here's the thing: if you invest 1,000, Bitcoin goes 10x. If you go 1,000 in something else, it goes 10x. It's a 10x, right? Or a 20x. Well, first of all, we didn't say everybody gonna be rich. We're telling you that there's a way to preserve your wealth and to own a scarce asset that will be liquid enough to be money in the future. You don't really understand Bitcoin because you keep talking about investments. Go over to Forex, go over to stocks. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a new money system. Transfer your money into Bitcoin. Totally different, Hendrix. We can talk about it offline. We can talk about it offline.
And we were talking about investments. I mean, we'll just straight up be pumping coins left and right again.
Yeah, exactly.
We agree with you. Bitcoin, as far as your return right now, if you were to put, it's a Bitcoin or some far-fetched coin that's worth less than a penny, of course, your return would probably be higher on that penny if it were to suddenly get a big pump and outperform Bitcoin in a 48-hour period like some do.
Yeah, however, if you sold it, you got to sell it at the exact top. That's the one thing people forget. Logistically, nobody buys that exact bottom and that exact top. You sell along the way. You probably also too, altcoins versus Bitcoin. 0 altcoins have gained back their value in Bitcoin from 2017. None. So you're making money in USD. Congrats. You have less Bitcoin. That's the opposite of what we're doing here. So again, Hendrix, I don't know what you're talking about. Do some more research, brother.
David Macon said, thank you for clarifying that. Some people want to be rich.
If you want to be rich, then that's fine. It's possible, but that's not what we're here for.
What's going on? Erlene Miller, Frederick, Fred, let's see, Mar Wilson. Oh, what's up, Big Mar said we live on Clubhouse right now. There we go. What's going on, everybody in Clubhouse? Yemi O says you're looking at it as the whole Bitcoin is a scarce commodity. The fact of having a little bit will put you above everyone else because everyone can't have it. That's right.
Yeah, you can't buy a whole country, but what if you can buy a county?
Woo! Those metaphors coming in hot today for Black History Month.
That's what 1 million Satoshis could probably get you in the future. So again,
I think that was one of the best metaphors I ever heard. You can't buy a whole country, but you can buy a county. All right, we're gonna end that topic on there. There it is. Cointelegraph announces the top 100 notable people in blockchain 2021. Now, going to go ahead and start this off by giving the precursor. Cointelegraph even gave it a listen. I'm done saying I think I know for sure. Even because Elon Musk said I know I'm late to the party, but he still mentioned that. People watching our show. And I'm mentioning this because Cointelegraph gave a whole page explanation of why they picking who they picked and why they haven't picked other people, letting everyone know what's up. I've never seen a media outlet tell everybody their explanation. Like you can see here, people will almost certainly disagree. Many of the people we've included in this year's list. They're like, we're looking at you, the gym and the crypto. We know y'all about to say something about our list of 100 people. And they are right. Right now, they don't have the full 100, but it does look like they have about 8 or something, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna let Bitcoin say, go ahead and tell us about some of the folks that are highlighted right now.
Oh yeah. So one thing I do want to highlight before we jump at the top, let's go down to the bottom of that story real quick. If you could scroll down real quick, they mentioned here a few highlights. For one, 75 new entrants demonstrate the fast pace of the blockchain industry. Only 5 of last year's top 10 and 10 of last year's top 20 made this year's list, and 24% of their top 50 in blockchain are women, up from 10% in 2020. So that's their highlights for 2021. So now that we know that, for one thing, I do want to see the actual full list. But right now, starting at 100, Lynn Alden Schwartzer, Ki Young Ju is 99. Alex Tapscott, very familiar with him. Maddie Greenspan is number 97. William Shatner at 96. Kind of surprising there, but Willie Shatner, he's been talking about it for a while. Molly Wintermute, not familiar, but founder of Hedgic. Kevin Abash, he's an artist. I'm pretty sure maybe NFTs. 3Lau, DJ and electronic dance music producer. And Andrew Levine, CEO of Koinos Group. So right now, the top 100 people is looking kind of sparse right now. I don't really know, but it is the bottom 100 and it is blockchain. So that can be applied to pretty much anything. As soon as somebody says we have blockchain this or a smart contract, they are a blockchain person. So they look like they're adding like one person every few minutes, because I'm at 92 and 91 just popped up. Anthony Albanese from Andreessen Horowitz. So yes, it looks as though more will be coming throughout the day. So check this list out. No real complaints, because again, lists are lists. They make it. Who cares? But it is interesting to see who they regard as the top. And this list, again, even though they have more women, looks very white and very male dominated still. So again, these lists are pretty much more the same.
They said they're saving the best for last. And again, they did go into, if you want to read that story on CoinStar, they do go into explanation of why they picked which different, they talk about why they picked the founders, why they picked the different investors. They said the figures on our investor list often act as a bridge between the blockchain and the traditional finance world. The top list of DeFi personalities, the top advocates, we're talking rock stars, influencers, sports personalities, OG tech wizards. So again, these are some of the people that they are looking at. So I can't wait to see. It says media, data, and research too. I swear, if I see Kramer name on there, I'm tossing this list into the trash.
Man, into the garbage, bro.
Brian Smith, thank you for the tip. Said, boss, I made 3 Bitcoin in Badger. Okay, nice.
Congrats.
Let's see. We got a lot of comments actually rolling in. What's going on, Tessa Hall, Grand Rising? Thank you, Fumble the Face. Make sure you smash that like. Amas Sakin said, careful with that silver pump. Web isn't targeting SLV, or Wall Street Bets isn't targeting SLV. Yeah, I heard about the silver pump going as well. And I know people are trying to do the AMC one today as well. Yeah. The Sugar Honey Iced Tea, thank you for joining us. Ashley Robles 001. Even at the price Bitcoin is at now, you're still early to the party, so shut up and buy. That's what I'm talking about. You really are. That's what people forget.
But
like,
think about it. There's no limit to the price.
Do people realize when Google was made? Google wasn't made until like years after the .com thing. Like it didn't come before '99. I mean, they were here, but they weren't like Google. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if they were here. They might still been in the garage at the time, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's still so early. It's hilarious. People are like, I need a quick flip. Your grandchildren are going to hate you because they're like, you flip Bitcoin for a Dogecoin back in 2021. What an idiot. Let's jump in.
All right. Digital art project sells out 10 million in NFTs in 4 days. What is going on with this one? Digital art is all in the news right now.
Oh, yeah. So the most exciting, I think, industry outside of Bitcoin right now are NFTs. Simply because things like this digital art project, they scooped up over 15,300 hash mask NFTs, as one card has actually gone for sale for 97 Ethereum. So hash mask, let's get into that. It is a new non-fungible token project. They've raised about $10 million or 7,600 Ethereum from the sale of more than 15,300 digital collectible cards. And the number one sold card was named after President Donald Trump, which somebody paid 97 Ethereum, which amounts to about $126,000. So Hashmask, it was acquired for 0.1 Ethereum, according to the collection timetable on the project's website, which means that the original collector has earned a 96,900% profit on their initial investment. So for those of you who are like, hey, I'm not a trader. Hey, I want to make profit. Hey, I want to do a quick flip like Hendrix. The quickest flip you can probably do right now is in the NFT space because you buy art and then you resell it later. The best part is the original creator can get paid along the way. So we're seeing 90,000, 10,000% flips on some of these NFTs. And also there is an incentive to hold it long term because they could be more valuable in the future. So these cards, card holders do not know the identity of the hash mask they own. The final reveal is slated for February 11th. So huge market right now. NFT is booming, bringing together artists, collectors. If people are starting to see rappers get into the space, they'll probably have NFTs soon. I know for a fact one that's working on one right now. So yes, great to see digital art getting into the mainstream.
Nice. And it's funny talking about the digital art space. I finally, you're gonna shake your head this one. I finally watched the movie Crypto. I got Hulu free with the new iPhone. It come with it. I saw it pop up. All right, somebody kept mentioning it to me. I was like, let me check it out. It was what we thought they were.
It was hot garbage.
It was what I thought it was. Like, no, seriously, it was a decently put together movie, but the entire, I mean, and they did talk about Bitcoin for all of 5 minutes as far as saying what it is and what it could do, but it was just used to launder money the entire movie. So, yeah. And they
Top
did
it.
They did it through art gallery.
Yeah, top of the line Basuda. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So it was funny you mentioned. I literally just finished watching that yesterday. They did it through art gallery. The whole thing about crypto is that they're using Bitcoin to launder money, which of course we know you actually can't do that well because you would get caught very quickly. But I had to point it out. I actually saw that. That was pretty funny. David Macon said, what do we think of Biden's SEC, CFTC, Treasury, and OCC picks or rumor picks? I'm not even sure about his picks and rumor picks. I know a couple of them are supposedly crypto friendly, but this is one of those things. I don't think it's going to matter until they all get in a room. They see what is going to be the effect of the cryptocurrency market on the dollar. And then that's when they'll make their decision. It don't matter what they each feel like, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, honestly, Biden's second biggest donor owns FTX, which is a crypto exchange in Hong Kong. Not really worried about anybody being hired that's going to do anything to Bitcoin or broader crypto, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. Too many people around them that want to see it succeed.
All right, I saw a couple more good comments. I was trying to see if I saw it. We have not talked about the F2 pool. Any comments on that?
No, but I did hear the F2 pool supposedly is selling a large amount right now. That's why the price keeps getting pushed down. The thing is, every time price goes down, somebody looks for a catalyst. It doesn't matter what the catalyst is. It's market. It's market cycles. It's going to go up. It's going to have 20%, 30% pullbacks. No matter what the catalyst is, you got to remember, they know that as well. They know that if they start selling at a certain point, when it drops 20, 30%, they can say, oh, the reason was because of this. It wasn't because of some other arbitrary reason. So I don't really pay attention to it much, but it is interesting to read about F2 pool dumping a lot of Bitcoin on the market because there is a supply shock.
All right, and Logic Spirit, thanks for the tip as well. Vitalik was telling first on Twitter. He didn't. I don't think he understood the game he was playing that early on. And then I'm over here laughing at who was it? Chats are decentralized. I got those. I need some coffee bags under my eyes. I didn't realize it. Good gracious, man, is that bad? Thanks for that. Any other comments, Zay?
Yes. Coming on at 11 on Clubhouse, the Black Bitcoin Billionaires. We're starting a Satoshi Millionaire campaign, all Black Future Month. Join us there, giveaways the entire month. Make sure you join us. The Genesis block at 11, Crypto Virgin hours at 3, and then throughout the week we have different events as well. So join us on there. Free giveaways, free books, free merch, giving away Bitcoin to as many people as possible. So Black Future Month should be great.
All right. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that like and share, and we will see you all tomorrow with some more Bitcoin news, crypto news.